dark, cold world out there. There's a time to live and a time for a man to die. There are places for dead men in the earth and the sky. Don't you venture too far now, 'cause you can't come back from the place where the good guys always dress in black.
Whoa, I'm coming to you live in 3D. I'm back. Rowdy Radloff in the house. This is the RowdCAST with Bedroom Radio. This is a whole new world that we're getting into. And I'm so happy. First things first, we have to say thank you to Bedroom Radio. Thank you to Derek. Thank you to Alex. The other guys, don't know everybody so good yet, but hospitality from everybody, and to bring me here so I can talk to you about the fucking crazy shit that goes on in this world. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much for somebody letting me have an outlet. Okay. So before we get into anything, we got to kind of recap because I haven't been here in like a year. So I've taken a year off. We're about exactly at a year. I'm back now. And I'm going to be here for a while, okay? And I got some shit to cover, okay? So what we've missed in like the last year, Trump, a lot of shit about Trump, okay? Terrible, stupid things, doing stupid things. No matter if you love him or hate him, he's a fucking dumb fuck. And we could talk about that all night. So we're not gonna go over that too much. We're just gonna say it's been a lot of shady shit. Mueller's just finishing up the probe, so they're going to find out, if he had anything to do with any of this Russia shit. But, you would think if they had something, they would have got him yet. But we're going to find out, okay? So, we're not going to talk too much about that. We also have to talk about this government shutdown, okay? This shit happened. They were shut down for almost, I think, over a month, a little over a month. A bunch of people got fucked. They held their pay. They started paying back, like the Coast Guard and these guys that had some back pay, but there's guys like government contractors, these contractors that work for the government that were out of work, for this whole month. They didn't get anything, and they still don't get anything. It's a lot of people got fucked. People on food stamps are all starting to fall behind and shit like that. So it was just, it's something that, again, it's pretty fucked up. It seems like it's a whose dick's bigger match, who's got the bigger balls. It's really sad that adults are acting like they are. We can't figure out what the fuck we're gonna do, if we're gonna build a wall or we're gonna fucking not build a wall, or who gives a fuck. And is that really the most important thing that we could talk about? The other thing that I seen, okay, this is something that just hit a couple days ago, that they're talking about possibly having a cure for cancer within the next fucking year. These people, I believe it's in Israel somewhere, some scientists there that are working on a cure to actual cancer, and they're thinking within a year they'll be able to come up with something. Okay, and it's something that when it starts, it rapidly grows or multiplies faster than the cancer cells and can kind of snuff out the cancer. I got Derek fucking pulling this shit up for me. This is awesome. So Derek's got like my fucking Jamie. I feel like Joe Rogan. But they had this come out, this Jerusalem Post, that these scientists truly believe within the next 365 days they can have something on the table, and that makes you just scratch your head, because just kind of coming out of left field with this. I mean, we knew it was close, but we have something right now that everybody has someone that in their life that has been affected by cancer. Is it the stuff that we're eating? Is it in the chemicals and that kind of shit? It's hard to say, but it is what it is, man. It's fucking that was the other thing I wanted to talk about is, I seen a study come out about these juice boxes and shit that they tested all these juice boxes, I think like 400 and something, or and they had lots of them come back with lead, arsenic, that kind of shit. Okay, and again, that shit's in the air around us, and but the traces that are coming back are not safe, and they shouldn't be. And it said, they say that the Food and Drug Administration allow so much aluminum or arsenic or these metals inside their food products, and the shit that we're eating, is that what's causing we have Alzheimer's that's ridiculously high. You have you say ADHD, all kinds of cancers, that kind of stuff. Is this from the shit that we're eating? This is all shit we've talked about before, so we're not talking about anything new, okay? But what is new, if you can tell by the funky screen that's in front of me, Derek put this together for me, and I'm truly in the bedroom, so that bedroom radio wouldn't be any more appropriate for the show. So that screen that's on there, there's a number on there. You can call that number if you want to talk to me. Okay, so I want you guys to interject and that kind of stuff, but I will have some questions that we'll put up here and see if people can call in and give us some answers that I'm looking for. Okay, so I know if you're watching this, you're a weird fucker, and you're into the strange and the weird and the dark. We do have a dark sense of humor here, and we're going to talk about shit that some people don't want to hear about. Okay, getting into some of this. All right, if anybody's listening right now, shout out to everybody back home, Bellevue, anybody out in Oklahoma, anybody that follows RowdCAST, no matter where you're from. I appreciate you. I love you if you're tuning in and catching back with the RowdCAST. So, some of this stuff. Okay, so we're going to talk about the first thing is this kid that was on the Empire show. Okay, this is one of the big hot topics right now. So this kid, he's a black man, he's a gay man, I believe, in Chicago, coming home from the subway at 2 a.m., I think 3 o'clock in the morning, late, says that he was mugged, or I don't know if he was mugged, he was beaten. They, said this is MAGA country. They said, all these Donald Trump catch phrases. They put a noose around his neck. They beat him up. It's not funny. I mean, it's disgusting if somebody did this to him. But now there's some talk on the internet nowadays. There always is. There's always somebody that says, there's a conspiracy, throw up the flag. But today, it sounded kind of fishy at the beginning. I just thought right off the bat when I heard about it, and just the way that they said it, and they said that the manager was on the phone when they were saying this is MAGA country, this is Donald Trump's slogan, make America great again, of course. So they're saying that this dude is yelling this out, and he was on the phone with them so the police went to get his phone records, and he's denying them. He won't let them see their phone or the calls that he's made, and it just sounds. Why would you, if somebody really did this to you and you want them to be caught, wouldn't you work with them and give them your phone so they can verify exactly what you're saying? They're trying to help you. So there's something fishy with this story, and it's sad because I watch the news enough. I see enough stories that when something comes out, I know the things to look for, where it's like, I don't know if this is legit. And it does happen sometimes, where someone tries to take something like this and catapult their career. I don't want to be like that. Like I said, I'm still reserved on what I'm thinking, but there is some fishy shit going on with it. And when it was announced that he wouldn't give up his phone, that was another, that made it even fishier. So, I don't know if anybody has any thoughts on that, but I'd love to hear it. If you think that the guy, should have, did he fucking, should he give up his phone? I mean, I think that's a question that, is there a real fucking answer to that? Of course, you should give up your fucking phone and work with the authorities. Like, it's just, there's something shady as fuck there. Another thing that I seen, This is a pretty good one. This guy, I believe over in Europe, he ate 5-day-old spaghetti or pasta that he didn't refrigerate. He left out, and when he fucking ate this shit, through the night, the bacteria inside of it killed him. It fucked up his liver, like shut his liver down. His liver couldn't fucking process it, and it killed him in his sleep. I mean, I've eaten some fucking sketchy pasta. I've some sketchy pizza in college. I mean, really, I used to drink fucking. I mean, I had people save beers for me for years, like 4 years, a beer in a sock drawer, and I drank it, and it was chunky. It was disgusting. I mean, and I feel lucky to be alive when I hear shit like this. I mean, that's 5 days old, but really, folks, we got to use refrigeration. That's what we have these things for, and make sure we heat properly also, because there's all kinds of funky germs and amoebas that get in your fucking nose and eat your brain and shit. That shit, it's crazy. Fucking, you just gotta watch what you eat. I mean, anybody that that's what I'd like to hear too. Is that, does anybody out there have anything that they some sketchy shit maybe they have eaten that they were surprised, or something that you ate that you got sick? I had one time where I fucking ate a breakfast sandwich at a Speedway, and it was like one of those ones under the lights. I used to always love those things, like I love them, but I ate one day, and I mean, before I finished it, like my belly was like, it was like squirting. I could feel like squirts shooting around in my belly, like left, right, fucking backwards, up, down. In my chest was like bubbling. I was like, oh fuck. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they didn't. I mean, how hard is it to fucking microwave the sandwich and put it in a fucking oven, And but yeah, that ruined my day. Like fucking shit in my brains out, puking. So I'm very, very careful with gas station foods. You gotta, fuck their little roly-polies and their burritos and shit. You don't know what the fuck's in that shit, man. You do not need to eat that. Yeah, I've eaten some questionable, sketchy shit. And if you guys have any stories about anything that you guys have eaten, I'd love to fucking hear it. Yeah, I'll tell you what though. The other one that I did want to fucking hit on is this little boy, this 3-year-old boy that he got lost in the forest for, I believe, I want to say 3 or 4 days maybe. Comes back and says that a fucking bear, that he was living with a bear. His friend, the bear, took care of him. And the crazy thing about this fucking story is that this has happened before, where kids have disappeared for days and they've come back and they've said the same thing, that a bear's taking care of them. So it's definitely feasible that a fucking bear, takes this young kid and like treats it like a fucking cub. I mean, that's some fucking straight up Jungle Book shit. Mowgli living with the bear cubs, came back fine in one piece. Is this a fucking video telling you about the 3-year-old miracle survivor? 2 nights alone, but yeah, you got to think too. I mean, it's close to freezing down there. I've never lived with the animals. It's a cool story though, or it could have just been his imagination because he was so scared. But you would think in the nighttime, just a small kid like that, something would have to keep him warm or take care of him, Yeah, it says Casey Hathaway was playing with 2 other children in the backyard. He wandered away, disappeared. The grandma couldn't find him. And yeah, he came back, fucking said that he was sleeping with the bears. I mean, that's a cool fucking story. You'd say like you're fucking half, you've been raised by bears. I would definitely pull that card. If that happened to me, I would tell people that, actually a fucking bear took me and raised me in the wild. So I'm kind of part bear. You know, I don't know if you ever seen that Jungle Book. Wasn't bad. There's so many fucking Jungle Book movies though. And the bear. I think they could have did better with the CGI. Not the best. Could have did a better job. I'm interested to see how this Lion King's gonna go. That's coming out this summer, and I'm not trying to fucking cry at the theater when fucking Mufasa dies, and it's gonna be some fucking hard shit to handle. I remember second grade. That traumatized me. I remember watching it in second grade when he no, he fucking goes down. He's like nuzzling him and shit. It's rough, dude. It brings tears to your eyes if you just think about it. So I'm really interested to see how that one's gonna go. They're pretty much making everything. They had Guy Ritchie making fucking Aladdin. Like, what? Is this real life? I'm gonna watch it. We'll see what happens, but interesting. Everything's gonna be a movie. Everything's a fucking TV show. They're bringing The Stand. Stephen King's The Stand to fucking there it is. It's the worst. People are gonna cry just watching this. Yep. Oh. Yeah, but I like I said, I remember that, and it's gonna be something that a lot of people are gonna cry. A lot of men are gonna cry in that theater. There's no shame in it. I want to let you know that. Okay, I've thought about this. What else do we have on the fucking agenda here? We talked about the pasta. Eating some fucking nasty shit. I seen a report about Bitcoin. They're saying no longer even worth mining. That it's quit wasting your time with Bitcoin. That it's pretty much dead. J.P. Morgan and Chase actually just announced that. So, it's time to ditch the old Bitcoin. I'm glad I never jumped on that train. I had a lot of people trying to sell it to me. I didn't. I'm glad. Didn't buy a fucking, not even a micro cent of a Bitcoin. I still don't even, my brain can't even process how a Bitcoin works or how you develop a Bitcoin. You let a server run in a room for hours and it mines data that becomes money. No fucking idea. That's my computer does not compute that capacity. So I just know that I did not fucking buy that shit, and I'm very happy about that. I got two actually that kind of go together. One, there's some geologist, I believe, that just released a study. They called the study disturbing. And scientists, they always like to use words like disturbing and catastrophic. These are common slangs that we hear these people use. But anyway, underneath the Antarctica, okay, the polar ice caps, these glaciers that are there, we already know that they're melting at an alarming rate. So they're disappearing a lot quicker than we ever expected. And they think this is because of humans and everything that we've done to the ozone and the earth. I think I fucking forgot. I'm stoned. I forgot what I was even talking about. Do you remember what I was talking about, Derek? That's how great this is. What was I talking about?
We were talking about glaciers here. I put one on the screen.
Yes. Thank you.
Let me find you this is all just what glaciers do that are bad. Here you go. Here's some, I'm trying my best. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. Well, anyways, so these guys released a study. I'm back on track. My brain's fucking there. So these guys released a study that there's a giant cavity underneath. This is on the RowdCAST also. They discovered this cavity underneath this glacier is way larger than they expected. And when there's a big hole underneath the glacier, that means the glacier melts faster. And this is something that they didn't anticipate. They said this hole or this cavity is like 1/3 the size of Manhattan. And so because this hole's bigger, you're going to melt faster, and it's they said the rate that the sea level is going to rise, it's way more than they predicted. It's going to be a lot faster than they predicted. And the other story that I seen in New England, some of these houses that are up there on the water. Usually these are big money houses that are selling fucking, for fat cash. The prices are dropping on all of them at a really, really alarming rate because people are trying to get off the water because there's not many more years until that shit's going to be underneath the water. So, I think if you don't follow it enough, I don't know if you think it's a bunch of phooey or whatnot, but there's a lot of places like Florida, southern Florida, parts of California, New York, that are, in the next 50 years, it could be in trouble with the water. And if you don't know much about that, you really should look into it. And it's a real thing, and that's, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to talk Donald Trump or get into, there's too much other shit going on to even discuss that kind of shit tonight. So I don't want to get into it too much, but if we continue to do what we're doing and continue to let people do whatever the fuck they want, we're going to be in trouble a lot faster, and that makes me worried for my kids. So it's things that we got to think about is who's going to be here after we're done. And I don't. A lot of people were selfish. I'm guilty of it. You think about yourself more than you think about most other people. So you don't think about what that little piece of litter does, or what the fucking chemicals that you spray off into the air all the time, or burn shit. We don't really think about that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be fucking Captain Planet tonight. I did see also, just happened, I think just yesterday, that at the southern border where they are all fighting over whether we're going to build this wall or not, they got the largest fentanyl seizure that's ever been fucking found, and it just happened to be coming right across the border. To me that says, like, it's just too good to be true. I don't believe it. I believe that's set up. It's like, where'd the fentanyl come from? The U.S. government. There's no way. It just happened. That oh my God, they caught him at the fucking wall. And that's why we need the wall. They're gonna go right through the fucking checkpoint, and we're gonna bust them every goddamn time. Again, that's one of those ones where it smells too good to be true. That's me right there. Weird Al, the foil hat. I believe these crazy stories, but I'm telling you, there's something doesn't fucking sit right with the border thing. They said they got a little bit of meth too, but it's that fentanyl, because where we're from, my friends and the people I know are dropping like flies. There's 25 people that are dead from opioids, fentanyl, mixtures of things. That's the big name around here. That's the big scare. It's fentanyl. That shit's mixed in with everything. Mixed in with your coke. Mixed in with your pills that you're doing. Whatever. Coke, pills, heroin, whatever, dude. That shit's all mixed together. You get a bad batch. And that's fucking a wrap, dude. It's one time. That's all it takes. But so they use that fentanyl as a fear thing. We've got the biggest seizure of all times at the fucking southern border. That's why we have to protect this, because these people in the north and these people all over know how bad fentanyl is. Yep. And that's what Jesus is for. He's to fucking hold that fucking belt tight so you can get that shit in your arm. You gotta love Christianity. You gotta love it, man. It's any religion, any organized religion, if you follow it, it's 2019. If you I'm sorry, but if you really, believe everything literally that you're learning, like someone lived inside a whale, or they fucking walked on water, that kind of shit, I think you might need to go talk to someone, because If you believe in that, then you might as well believe in Bigfoot. Maybe Bigfoot's out there. Maybe fucking the Yeti or the abominable snowman's up there in the mountains somewhere, just hiding out, fucking jerking off, thinking about you. It's a possibility, but more than likely, nowadays, again, 2019, we have phones everywhere, we have video everywhere. We can't produce one fucking photograph, one believable video that doesn't just show a brown fucking, shaky ass camera with the brown fucking squiggly mark running through the leaves. I mean, give me something. Even the old footage that they said was so good, that shit is fake as fuck. And you watch YouTube videos of aliens and UFOs, and it's someone made it in Adobe Premiere. Like, I could have did that shit when I was in high school. And some of these people, it's amazing that people believe this shit, though. Nowadays, they do. They believe everything. You can't get away with anything. You see, if someone says it's black, it's fucking black. They have a picture of it black, and Fox News writes an article that it's white. Fucking there's a fucking whole bunch of people that are saying that it's fucking white. It's a different time. You can't trust anything. I thought before it was bad. You don't know what. Everybody's got a different opinion. Everybody has different information. Shit is fucking wild, man. But I do think the aliens lived on Mars, and I think they got wiped out with a couple asteroids. And I think there's still water. It's pretty much proven. There's ice on Mars, so there's probably still water underneath the ground. But at one time, there was life maybe there, civilization there, got wiped out. Maybe the remnants of that came to Earth, fucked the monkeys. You know how that happened. Fucking aliens butt-fucked monkeys, made humans. Somehow they get pregnant in their butts. Maybe the aliens did. And then that's where the human beings came from. So I don't really believe so much in Jesus or God. I'm not 100% sure that's how it happened, but I do believe that life on this planet came from off this planet, I believe. And they say, like, things like mushrooms, that it's a possibility that spores came from, or mold, like fungus, that spores came from outer space on a asteroid, and when it hit the Earth, that's how that stuff got here, because it's so different. It's an organism. It's unlike anything else on the Earth, and we think we're like the most sophisticated and craziest, like, colonies of shit. There's a colony of mushrooms, I believe, in, like, underneath California. That's it's almost like a fourth of the state or something, and they consider it one giant organism. It's like the biggest organism in the world. Mushrooms and fucking fungus, that shit is crazy. I deal with fucking mold. This shit is wild, man. And the reaction some people have to it. You see these people fucking, you ever seen someone eat a mushroom in the wild? Like a wild mushroom, what it fucking does to them? It's fucking nuts. They fucking start, like, choking up. They fucking season out and shit. Do not eat fucking funky mushrooms or plants you find in the jungle. If you take one thing from this podcast tonight, do not do that. Okay? Do not touch the mushrooms or the berries or the little mint leaves that taste good. Don't do it. I'm telling you, not smart. We just went through the polar vortex. Okay, so polar vortex came, and it caused some problems, man. Like, seriously, a bunch of people died. There's a fucking kid, like, in Iowa State that died. A FedEx worker in Illinois somewhere, I think, that died. Or maybe Indiana. There's a lady up in Ohio in Lorain. Found her frozen in a fucking house. That shit was brutal, man. I had fucking ice forming around my windows. Yeah, it was pretty nasty. I mean, we got hammered with it, and shit would just freeze instantly. A lot of pipes burst, but that shit's dangerous. If you don't have you don't have anywhere to go, and you're stuck out in that, it's not looking good. What is that in the bottom? Is that a storm coming in the bottom there, Derek? On the right bottom?
That's me coming.
That's you. That's you. Fucking.
I don't know. I just pulled up a video of the polar vortex radar. It's like an 18-minute video of like the radar.
Looks like it's about finished now. That at the end of it, looks like it's passed. But yeah, it was pretty brutal cold. I worked in it. Fucking, it's amazing though. You go outside and your hands, like, they don't work. They start like freezing up, and my phone fucking wouldn't work and just shut off, turned off, and started getting like a headache. It's like you're out in it for 20 minutes. It's fucking unrelenting. I seen him put like a t-shirt and left it out for 4 minutes, -40, and it was like it was like somebody froze it in a freezer. Yeah, you could break it. But yeah, it's gone though. Fucking it passed. It is, a lot of people bitch about it, me included, but we live in the north, man. We live in Ohio. It gets cold. We've had a very mild winter. It's been pretty weak, and this one was it was a little rough, but this one's been pretty mild, so I won't complain too much. Some other things, speaking of that, I've always been saying this a while ago, that my podcast always is so dark, and I just tell you the worst, tell you about cannibalism and fucking children, and we'll talk about that in a second. Fucking Satanists and deplorable conditions, and retarded people being stuffed in basements and stuff. But I want to once a week kind of just talk about somebody that I think's making a difference, did something badass. And these are just, again, going from the media, so who knows how true they are. But there was a lady that some homeless people, I think in Chicago, their propane tank burned up or blew up or something, so they lost their heating source. There was like 20 of them gathered, and so she offered to pay for their hotels, put them in hotels for a day or two. And then a bunch of people gathered together to put money in to help all these homeless people, so they didn't have to be out in the cold. Because like I said, like I was just talking about, you're out in that shit for overnight, you're probably dead. But Good Samaritans, fucking go America, coming together and putting these homeless people. I would hate to have to have cleaned those rooms after they left. That would have been fucking terrible. Can you imagine? They're probably living like kings, and that would be pretty terrible. So a prayer for the maids that had to clean up after the homeless guys left. But no, really, awesome that people are out there. Take care of people, strangers, and people that are down on their luck, and crazy shit happens, and they're on the street sucking dick for Pringles. That's the other story that I wanted to talk about. I believe in Florida somewhere, this fine young lady, she performed a sex act on a guy, and the deal was she was going to blow his dick, and he was going to give her a can of Pringles. I would think probably a snack size, not a full can of Pringles. And this is what I think. I'm not positive. It could have been a full can, but I think maybe it was a small, just a little, snack size, like a 10 or something, and $5. So dick suck, snack size Pringles, $5. That's the deal. The young lady performed the sex act on the man. He then asked her for his $5 back, which was very rude to ask that. And when he did, he took his $5 back, and he shot the young lady, fucked her up pretty good. And yeah, so for Pringles, man, I mean, I've made some seedy deals before,
Jacksonville, Florida.
Not gonna lie, some really shady, weird shit. Really, it's but if you've hit in the rock bottom when there was a story last year where for tacos. Like, she wanted nachos or a couple tacos. It's like, oh, Jesus. Like, that's what you got to do to get tacos. It's really sad. It's fucking sad, man. But, you know, I'm not going to be out there sucking dick for Pringles, okay? You've hit your bottom. There is no more bottom, ma'am. You need to get help. Please get help. You know, another thing. What else we got here? There's a story that I also seen. I really didn't get a chance to read it, so maybe we can pull it up here. People are starting to fucking wig out because glad that we got some people joining in and talking. I love you guys. You know, the one thing I was going to say though, the U.S. these people everybody's wigging out, and rightfully so. But some people in the U.S. came and said that the U.S. secretly shipped plutonium on a train from South Carolina to Nevada. I think this happened recently. So, I mean, plutonium is very highly radioactive. I believe that's what they use to make a nuclear bomb. I'm pretty sure. Again, I'm not a chemist. I know a lot about radon, but I do not know too much about plutonium. So what they used trains, these cargo trains, and they fucking ran this shit right through the center of the country. Of course, nobody knows, and they shouldn't know. I would agree with that. But now that somebody knows, it's big shit. And again, this kind of shit goes on every day, people. They're always moving fucking radioactive and chemicals and, you know, fucking all kinds of shit around us, you know, putting us at risk all the time. These fucking trains crash full of oil and fucking ruin. These barges break and fill these rivers full of oil. You know, this shit happens all the time, but ones like this, when we find out, it really freaks people out. But I'm telling you, this kind of shit this is just something that made the news. This shit is happening all the time, dude. They got other agendas. They got to get this shit fucking. They got to make more bombs. You know, we're not supposed to be making bombs anymore. That's kind of our deal. We're just supposed to hold on to what we have. That's a pretty fair deal. So we get to.
I saw today that Trump's going to pull us out of the nuclear deal with Russia in 6 months.
Really?
I'll look up something.
Yeah, please do. Can they hear you when you're talking?
Yeah.
All right, good. Yeah, I didn't see that. That's fucking, you know, and that's the interesting, you know, again, not to talk about Trump too much, but with him and Putin, you know, it's like anybody that trusts Donald Trump is a fucking idiot. Anybody that trusts Putin, oh my God, like, what is wrong with you? The guy would, like, if he fucking fought Donald Trump with, like, bare-fisted, he would, like, finish him like Mortal Kombat. He would rip his fucking head off of his body, with his spine sticking out. Like, Putin is scary as fuck, dude. I wouldn't want to be in a room with him. I wouldn't even want him to look at me. It would freak me out. Yeah, U.S. withdrawal from nuclear arms control treaty with Russia, raising fears of a new arms race. So it's going to be a new Cold War. We're going to fucking just talk about nuking each other all the time. And supposedly, us and Russia have the most nuclear bombs in the country or in the world, I think. But, you know, it's amazing that we're the only people that have ever fucking used it. I think we talked about that on your show the other night. You know, it's when you drop that fucking bomb, dude, there's no coming back. You know, you're not just killing soldiers, you're killing everything that breathes. You know, in like probably what? I mean, 250 mile radius, 500 mile radius. They drop a fucking nuclear bomb. I mean, you're killing every moms, dads, kids, dogs, goldfish. Fucking vaporized, dude. Turn them into shadow people. What
do you think would be more catastrophic? Dropping 4 or 5 nuclear bombs around the country in our biggest cities, or just blowing up a few EMPs in the atmosphere above America and turning off our electricity?
Ooh, that's a good fucking question. EMPs if there was like some serious like fucking EMP solar flare type shit that wiped out all of our electronics, that is fucking chaos. Can you imagine what would happen? I mean, that's everything you have. You have nothing. People can't function anymore. People can't remember phone numbers anymore. Yeah, that EMP goes off, and you have no phone, you have no computer, you have no internet. You're back to square one. You better have a fucking map inside your glove box. Because I mean, a lot of people, especially that live in big cities, like when I lived in Atlanta, people have no idea where they're at or what ways what direction they're fucking going. They know nothing. They just jump on a highway and drive somewhere. I mean, yeah, that's a tough one there. EMPs would fuck. The only thing is with the bombs, and you have the nuclear fallout and the fucking radiation. You have people growing foreheads and two dicks.
If I was Russia, though, this is how I would do it. The nuclear bomb would be chaos and everything, but see, I think the EMP would be better because you wouldn't even have to send troops in, dude. You pop a few EMPs over a country and then just wait it out for 6 months, you're going to lose half the population. It's going to be martial law, raping and murdering.
I agree 100% with that. Yeah. Yeah, there's no stopping that. Going into chaos, into the darkness. Yeah, the same with if EBTs go down, like they did for down south a couple years ago. Like when I first started the podcast, I remember like 5 years ago, it was kind of we're getting back on track, but then there's kind of this little thing what happened where people's cards weren't working for a couple weeks, and they would just go and loot like Walmarts. They would take everything out of the fucking Walmarts. Just because their cards weren't working, so they just thought that they're allowed to just steal everything in the store. I guess that's what you do. But they just, I mean, dude, it started going to chaos like quick. Within like a couple of days, people were just fucking looting and robbing everything, and it's like, because all these people, it's like some poor county down in the south, like Tennessee or Alabama or something. It's like, yeah, dude, these people fucking depend on that. You start taking away their food, they could kill somebody, It's, I mean, you don't mess. You take someone's food or water away. I mean, it's just like a Book of Eli type shit. Yeah.
I mean, you got a dirty look for denying Wendy's earlier.
That's true.
You don't fuck with people's food.
No, I wasn't going to get the fucking Wendy's. I told her that. Wasn't fucking doing it, man. Yeah, man. Let me see what else I got here. I know I got a couple. You see Bird Box, the fucking Canada, they want Netflix to fucking get that Bird Box to fuck off of Netflix. I guess that there's some scene that the Bird Box used, which is pretty dickhead move. I guess there's a scene they use inside the movie that shows like just utter chaos, and it's actually from a city or town inside Canada that had this train crash with a bunch of crude oil on it. And when it crashed, it blew up fucking a big portion of the city and killed a bunch of people. And I guess some of the scenes they use in the movie are from this train exploding. They're real. And so the people that are affected by it are offended. And they're offended that they're using their misery to make money with the Bird Box. I mean, it all probably is to try to be a lawsuit, against the Bird Box so they can make money off it, I would think. But what do you think? What do you think about that, Derek? Do you think that's okay that they use that scene?
I don't know, man, because it depends, because it's like you can think of like crime scene photos and stuff, and that's like something that 30 years ago they never would have shown that on TV. But if you watch like the first 48 now, they'll straight up show dead bodies laying on the floor, covered in blood and stuff. So yeah. I think that the only person I feel bad for in that instance, is the people that knew the person that's laying there dead. So I imagine if anybody had somebody that died in that, they probably weren't stoked.
I don't have enough time, dude, to watch fucking movies. I mean, I try. I have like a list and I just go through. try to watch, but I'm still watching movies from like 2017, so it's hard, very very fucking hard. There's too much shit now. We're just over. I mean, dude, if you think how many good shows there are just on Netflix or movies just on Netflix. I seen one today that new movie. It's got like Jake Gyllenhaal, some horror movie. Looks killer as fuck, dude. Looks real sweet. I love Jake Gyllenhaal. He's a sweet actor. Yeah. I gotta give a shout out to Brett Welfley. What's up, bro? Back in the media days at the old Ehovie slinging, making web pages. I remember you, brother. Much love. But anybody watching this shit, thanks for tuning in, man, to my first episode. You know, I love doing this shit. I have so much fun. And I appreciate anybody that checks me out, you know, and shares me or talks about me, or, you know, I do it because I don't do it for money. I do it because I love it. I have fun. Me and Derek talked about this a couple weeks ago, and here we are a couple weeks later. We're back on the air. And I look forward to more of you guys fucking calling, you know, and checking out Derek's show, the Derek Rutherford show. What's the name of Alex's show? Alex's got a show, and it's
he has a show called Punks and Skanks.
Punks and Skanks.
Yeah, it's and this we don't agree with what Rowdy just said. Give us your money, bitches. Immediate. No, I'm just kidding. You ever seen that?
Yeah,
that's Jesse James, the hot rod guy that works on cars. He used to have a show 100 years ago, and he married Sandra Bullock. Speaking of Bird Box,
I do remember that. He was married to fucking.
There was an episode where he got this tattoo because people that weren't paying him. That's gnarly tattoo.
So when he's done, he just holds out his hand. That's fucking thick as shit. I should get that when I'm done looking at houses. Just fucking put it right against someone's head. Hate me, motherfuckers. Yeah, dude, that's pretty fucking gangster. But yeah, there was one other. Did you see the one? Did you see the story about the pharmacist in California that gave out like over 700 prescriptions and she didn't have a license? Like, how, dude, that's what I used to do. I worked in a pharmacy, and like, I don't understand how that goes. Like, how do you give away more than one prescription without someone catching on to you? You know, whoever owns that store, fucking, you should not have a job anymore. Yeah. Whoever looks over those pharmacists, because that is ridiculous. You know, and man, the wrong person can give away drugs. That's a scary thing. I've seen so many fucking people hooked on drugs, man. Pharmaceuticals are the goddamn devil.
I'm about to smoke a bowl.
For sure, man. Light it up. Everybody, this is the 420 or the 1009. Smoke down till you choke down. Fuckers, smoke dog in the house. Fucking getting high as a motherfucker. I seen that shit, and that pharmacist, like I said, I have no idea how that fucking shit works. So nobody called in, and nobody ever sucked dick for Pringles, so that's good. I thought maybe someone would have a better story than Pringles. Have you ever done some shady shit, Derek?
A girl I dated in the past gave a guy a blowjob for a cigarette one time.
A cigarette,
yeah. I think she was like down to blow him anyway. I think they were attracted to each other, and they've been flirting. And she was like, "Can I have a cigarette?" And he's like, "If you suck my dick." And she was like, "Okay." And she sucked his dick for a cigarette. Jeez. With Newport.
I knew a bunch of girls that sucked dick for pills. Yeah, I was just like,
I got some pills. What are their names?
Well, let's talk. We'll talk after the show. I'll hook you up, dude. I'm sure they're still doing the same thing too, probably. So
suck off for the pills.
You just fucking do the Boone County mating call, dude. Shake the pills. Fucking, that's how you bring them in, man. Fucking stand outside and just shake it. I'd be crawling through your windows like goddamn Resident Evil 2.
I'm a nasty dude, man. I'll fucking slam my leg in a car door to get pills for a blowjob.
Damn, dude. No way.
Oh yeah, no, not really. Maybe. But I've always thought it'd be hot for a girl to bone me for like drugs, but I don't sell or offer drugs.
To bone you for drugs? To fuck you in your butt?
No. Okay, I guess me bone her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, that's better.
Because like you
I thought maybe you're into that. Whatever, man.
pegging, not anymore, man. That's since the hemorrhoids kicked in.
Oh shit! Fucking pink sock just is fucking hung out a little too long, huh?
She ain't what she used to be, man.
Damn. God damn it. Yeah, that's ain't what she used to be. Fucking the turds don't fucking hang around anymore. They just fall out. Then you got a problem, man. You got a problem. There's a lot of gay guys out there that love probably got loose butts. It's cool, man. Whatever floats your boat. There's a lot of freaks out there. There's a lot of hidden freaks, man. Dude, I seen this one fucking house. It was like a vacant house. It was weird though, but it had like chairs set up all over the place and had like speaker system throughout. It reminded me of like something out of like American Psycho.
Yeah.
And in one of the closets, they had a fucking horse mask, and somebody fucking danced. I think the dude danced around, and his like fucking speedos. There were speedos on this horse mask. It was really fucking weird. Like, I have no fucking idea, dude. It creeped me out though. Real fucking creepy.
Jesus.
Like they left that they took everything, but they left these little speedos and like a little robe and this horse mask. I like thought it was like some Satanist shit maybe. It's fucking really freaked me out. Is somebody here?
Here? Where?
I said three of three people in the call.
Oh no! I have to call that's my phone. But if anyone wants to call in, 620-765-4549, just call in and say, hey, it's the inaugural episode of RowdCAST on Bedroom Radio. We'd love to have somebody on the audio.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, we got to test it. Yeah, premiere episode, motherfuckers. This shit is free. That's right. Pay Derek. We're doing this.
Nobody's ever going to pay me, I've decided. It's just not going to happen.
They should. You're a fucking wizard. I said it. You're a fucking wizard, dude. You're a guru. You fucking just like got on here and did this shit in like 2 seconds. Like, oh, hold on a second. Let me show you. All right, we're live on the internet. Fucking, here you go, dude. Here's your show, Rowdy. Seriously though, speaking of the pills too, I think you guys talked about this maybe a little bit on your show, but the Florida dude that was stealing opioids from his fucking roommate, they were fucking laxatives. He fucking just gave him the shits.
Yeah, how much do you want to bet? And this is him. Well, that's just a close up of his forehead. There we go. I think what happened is he had been stealing pills from his roommate for a long time. So his roommate was in a
lockbox. They said there was a lot. She had a lockbox for him, and he got into the lockbox.
So she just put a bunch of laxatives in there.
Yeah. She tricked him.
She's the real MVP.
She is actually MVP of the week. Fuck the lady that put the homeless people in the hotel. Oh, I know two other ones that I wanted to hit too. Just as far as the fucking outrage culture that we're dealing with right now, and these people trying to shut people's jobs down and change the fucking world. There was one in I want to say it's down in Arizona. There's some restaurant, maybe you know something about this, where they have these miners on the wall. They have like all kinds of like historic photos and shit, and they have these miners that are like eating their lunch like just outside of the mine. They're all covered with soot, and there's this black person that went there, and they wrote this fucking big article that it's racist and it's cultural appropriation that they're all doing blackface. It's they have fucking soot on their face. This is fucking real. This is on the RowdCAST. They have soot on their face, and they're saying that they're doing blackface. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they want this picture removed from the restaurant. I mean, we're getting out of control, people.
How much do you want to bet that whoever said that was did we lose? What happened to the something? I had a weird sound just now. Do you think that it was really a black person got offended, or a white person pretending to be a black person on social media?
Oh, that's true.
I don't know many black people. Like, honestly, dude, that's what my whole thing is. Like, you would think that I'm like for racism. I'm not. I'm just like, I'm against real racism. Like people that, like a white kid that only listens to hip hop and dresses like quote unquote like a person of color and acts like a person of color. and he talks to his friend. He's like, "Yo, what up, nigga?" Like, that's racist. I'm like, I don't think so. I think he really wants to be black. You know, I think like
I agree.
I think he's saying it hoping that you guys will like invite him in because he worships your race. He thinks that you guys are awesome. How dare you call him racist? You know, he just wants to be part of you. Like I don't know. This is stupid. These guys are a bunch of guys that were at work all day. They're having a beer. Come on.
Get the fuck out of here, man. There's another one too that some Muslim people, and again, I'm not taking aim at like, oh, the fucking blacks and the Muslims and the fucking Jews, you know, like I'm not trying to be like that, because I love everybody, you know, everybody love everybody. You know, everybody do your own thing. I'm not against anything. I love all races, all cultures, whatever. But there's another one where these Muslim people are saying that the swoosh, the Nike swoosh on the bottom of these shoes are offensive to Allah, and that they're trying to get these removed from these Nike shoes. And I'm sure Nike's going to tell them to go get fucked. But you know, they have these. I'm pretty sure it's the Nike swoosh. It's the fucking logo. And again, that's offensive now. And they're trying to I think they're trying to get some kind of lawsuit about that. It's like, people are absolutely fucking insane, man. I don't, you know, have you seen any of the things with have you seen the thing with these scholars that wrote these reports to fuck with all these snowflake people in the colleges? They made up stuff.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with this? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They made up, and they got awards and shit. Like about, what was it, like something in dog parks, or like the sexuality or something of dogs inside dog parks, and it's all fucking a spoof, and they made it like it was real, and these people in all these colleges fucking accepted it, and they praised it. They said it was one of the best papers written all year. These people they're making shit up. They're controlling things with fucking fear, and you know, you start saying everyone's, you know, speaking hate speech and we're racist, and you know, what do you think about, like, Derek, what do you think about things like Twitter banning like InfoWars and like these, and like Facebook banning InfoWars and them taking InfoWars off? Do you think that's okay because they're a private company and they can do whatever they want, or do you feel like that's like
I just think it's very telling, because if we're gonna start fucking being hypercritical of Alex Jones because he's sprinkling in you know, fiction, you know, nonfiction into this shit, but you know, every news outlet lies every day, and it's you know, the fact websites call pretty much everybody out every day, because we know that most publications cherry pick their stories, and they pick the stories that make their agenda, you know, so it depends on which channel you're watching, like which stories you're going to be shown. But you know, it's not, you know, politicians have been, you know, you can look up how many times has Trump lied in the last year, how many times did Obama lie while he was in office, you know, how many times did CNN lie? Like, everybody lies, everybody's sort of just saying shit, and they're you know, acting hysterically. I feel like Alex Jones, I think you kind of know what you're getting. Like, I don't think anybody like listens to Alex Jones and takes him like super seriously. I mean, I know he does have people that are diehard fans and stuff, but like, you kind of know what you're getting when he's like ranting about frogs turning gay and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's just, I get into fights with people a lot, you know, and I understand what they're saying. You know, that they're saying that these are private sectors, these are private companies. They have the right to, you know, when you sign that terms and agreements, they have the right to kill your shit, you know, and snuff you out, delete all your info, delete all your fucking data, you know, and I agree with that in a way, because they own that. They should be able to get rid of whoever they want. Just like a restaurant, you know, has the right to really serve whoever they want.
Yeah.
We don't like to say that, but they do. You know, if someone's being a dick, the restaurant could tell you to get the fuck out, they won't serve you. They have the right to do that when you own a business. But it's just, I feel like nowadays, because social media is such a part of our life, and these apps and these, you know, Twitter, the Snapchats, the fuck Facebooks, that kind of shit, they're all so intertwined with our lives. YouTube, you know, when you're silencing people, these are, these are people's personal profiles too, that, you know, you're silencing things. And then you start getting to this thing where you post something, you know, you post a meme and it's not even that bad, and they fucking ban you for a week and say you fucking posted hate speech, or you're fucking, you know, there's some warning or something, violation that you broke. I mean, I've been banned the RowdCAST page has been banned like 3 times. I think if I get banned again, it's like a month or something.
Jesus.
A couple weeks or something. You know, it's bullshit. I don't.
I think
fucking...
it's funny that like we do all these things like this censoring stuff. I feel like they do it to protect the children. You know, they're like, you know, we have to set an example for these kids. But I mean, if you look at how children behave, dude, like if you go on the internet and look for the most savage fucking shit you'll ever see, and it's like 15-year-old kids saying the most fucked up you know, it's like, and we were young. We were fucked up when we were young. I don't know, man. I feel like it's just make believe. Like you go to like England and you watch cable television and they'll say cunt and fuck. It's because the kid, well, what about the children? Those motherfuckers say this shit way more than any of us. Those guys are crowbarring the F word into their sentences. You know, like who are we trying to kid?
They talk like I do. Yeah, I hear you, man. Are you dying there? You surviving?
I have a cold.
Oh, okay. Well, that's really nice. Oh yeah. Hey, go to that guy. Kick the fucking one-eyed Bob down there. That's one that I didn't get to talk about either. Where the woman, she was in a vegetative state, the nursing home, had a fucking baby. Like, you're telling me, you know, this is me and my girlfriend talked about this. You're fucking telling me that these people were bathing her, taking care of her for fucking 9 months, and nobody realized she was pregnant. Does that sound fishy to you?
No, because
you don't think so?
No, because this is why. Because we talked about this on the show. The only reason I think that it went this long without doing it is if you think about it, this lady is not like special. She probably has maybe 3, maybe 4 human beings that come and interact with her every day. You know, like the same 3 or 4 people that rotate shifts wherever she works.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say, out of those 3 or 4 people, let's say 3 of them were fucking her. You know, like
it's a possibility.
I mean, really seriously. I mean, and like, who's the only people responsible for telling the world, like, hey, I think this vegetative chick might be pregnant, are the people who are taking care of her, and one of those guys fucked her. So maybe it goes to show that in that world, maybe that lady's not getting very good care because they didn't notice she was pregnant. One guy the guy that probably got her pregnant didn't even realize she was pregnant. I bet. Why would he? He's probably like, oh, there's no way this girl can get pregnant.
That's so nasty, dude.
And that's so just the guy that got caught. There's so many people that are getting raped.
I think that fucking, you see the like the president or the CEO of the thing, he resigned like right away. Like, dude, when he resigned, I was like, you better fucking, he's the first one getting checked.
Yeah.
Fucking look at that little dude, man. He's fucking kind of looks like a fucking a small monkey thing from Wizard of Oz. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen his picture?
Yeah, where's it at?
A picture of him? Creepy looking little dude. Like, when I seen him, I'm like, yep, you better test him first. Start there. And then I seen the other guy that they fucking said did it. I'm like, God damn, who the fuck is letting these people run this nursing home? Fucking 2 strikes. People are scary as fuck. I'm trying to see all that. But yeah, he like resigned right away.
I can't find his picture. He was really
probably disappeared after.
He was really special looking.
Yeah, he was. Wasn't that down in Arizona too?
Yeah, Phoenix.
Jesus, man, there's a lot of fucking weird shit in Arizona and Ohio. Mm-hmm. Seems very fucking.
Well, we had our second ride share. First it was Lyft, now it was Lyft. A pregnant lady got stabbed to death, and then yesterday, a Uber driver got his throat slit.
Throat slit and stabbed a bunch of times.
By a
passenger. Let me ask you. Let me ask you about this, Derek. So you drive for Lyft, or are you not allowed to talk about?
No, I drive for him.
Okay, so you drive for Lyft. So
and Uber, yeah, both of them.
Okay. So, I mean, before this shit happened, were you ever afraid that it would happen?
You know what's crazy is when I was doing this, I have OCD, so I always cook up what ifs. And I've been for the last like month, it's crazy. I've been cooking up this idea like, man, what if there's somebody out there who's crazy and they want to kill somebody? And I was like, and they're like, you know what? I'm going to kill an Uber driver, because they're going to come to my house, pick me up, and I'm going to kill them. So I thought of that before it happened. I was like, that's totally possible that somebody could do that. And then it happened. And then I was really freaked out. I stopped working nights. I moved to days. And then, now I'm kind of getting less scared because like there's another guy that slit some guy's throat and stabbed him, and then there was another Lyft driver like 2 or 3 years ago that was took somebody to a Jack in the Box, and there was a gunfight, and he got shot. And he's like, I don't know how he's doing, but it's not good. There's still a GoFundMe, and there's still tubes coming out of his face. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. So
that's terrible. It's terrible.
It's a dangerous job. I'm looking for a job.
He's not doing well at all. You're doing a very dangerous job. That would freak me the fuck out, dude. Even like when I lived in like,
but I would still rather do that than go under houses and get the virus.
Get the hantavirus.
The hantavirus.
Dude, I probably have hantavirus hardcore. I've been in a lot of rodent domains.
Really?
Oh, dude. You said there's no cases in Ohio though.
No cases. Have you thought about it since I've
absolutely
educated you?
The other one is toxic plasmosis, dude. The fucking cats have it, and they get it. Rodents have it too. It's like a parasite that gets inside you, and I don't think you can ever get rid of it. They said it can control your brain, possibly, and make you make rational or irrational decisions. You ever know anything about that? Toxic plasmosis
makes you just start shitting in boxes with fucking.
No, there's like they did some study or something where something like a lot of people that were in like bicycle accidents or motorcycle accidents, they like a large percentage of them had some kind of like brain injury or something and had this toxic plasmosis. It's fucking crazy, man.
So they're saying that it made these people like biff it on purpose.
Yeah, or you're more reckless. This parasite makes you more. You don't think about things. It takes over. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, this sounds crazy. This sounds like alien shit. It's real, and they say I think it's like 1/4 of our maybe the world's population, maybe even more of that, have it. And they say if you have cats, the likelihood that you have it if you have cats it's like 75%, something like that. These little fucking aliens, man, taking over. They're taking over everything. You got the fucking amoebas that swim up your pee hole and then fucking eat your brain. Are you freaked out by that kind of shit?
Not really. I just I don't know what it is, man.
The hantavirus.
And like cancer and heart attack too.
Heart attack, yeah. If you're a fat boy, heart attack's always on the plate somewhere. Absolutely. So are you doing anything else to help you not be fucking killed or assaulted when you're driving for the Uber? Because that's what I was going to say. Is like when I lived in a bigger city, like even like Tinder and shit, that shit was sketchy.
Oh yeah, it is.
Fucking, it's like, or try to sell something like when I moved, I was gonna get rid of everything. I didn't want to bring it home with me, and like have to rent a big trailer. So I was just like fire sale, just trying to make money. Met up with a lot of weird, shitty cats, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, dude, you gotta be fucking careful.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weirdos out there. So are you doing anything to protect you?
Like I can't have a gun because of my marijuana card.
Damn.
Which is ridiculous.
A fucking Bowie knife underneath the front seat. Like a fucking small machete.
I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to work days for now and keep pumping in applications. I don't know. I feel less sketched out in the morning. Plus, like when I worked nights for 2 months, and I would say 40% of my clientele were really intoxicated. And as somebody who doesn't really drink, I don't really like. I think alcohol makes people look ugly. No, I just hate drunk idiots and like they're always like. It's the same thing. Like drunk people get into an Uber, and especially if they have an audience, if one of their friends was with them, they're like, Oh, guys, check it out. I'm gonna fuck with the Uber driver. Check this out. So, and they just start, interviewing you, just stupid shit. And
I get so pissed.
I don't even. I just kind of like answer one word questions, and this one guy was like, he's like, "Can you put music on?" I was like, "Yeah." So his girlfriend put a song on he didn't like, and he was like, "Jesus, I hate this song." So then he got like real like pretending that he liked it because he was pissed off, and he's like slamming his head and hitting my roof, and he's like, "Turn it up." So I turned it up, and he's like, "Turn it the fuck up," and I just turned it down, turned it on. I was like, "You don't yell at me," and he was like, "I'm sorry," and I was like, "Don't fucking yell at me, dude. I'm not your kid." I was like, "I'll turn it up. You can fucking ask me nicely." And he's like, "Oh, sorry, bro." I was like, "Yeah, dude.
You're not in control here, motherfucker.
I'm the boss."
I'm the boss. Shut the fuck up.
I don't know. I have
Buckle
kids
up,
now,
motherfucker.
man. Like I treat people like, I don't know, man. I've grown up a lot. I used to be real scared of people, and it's probably not good because I could probably get shot at or stabbed if I run my mouth and stuff. But I don't know. I'm decent at handling myself, and I'm really good at talking, de-escalating situations. Because I really don't want to fight anybody. And I don't know. I'm just looking for a job. I mean, I was just doing this Uber thing until I found a job anyway. And I'll still probably do it on weekends and stuff for extra money. But
oh yeah,
I'm not trying to think about it too much. It did. The woman getting stabbed to death did make me stop working for 2 nights straight. And then I never went back to nights. I just started going out in the mornings all day.
Yeah, that's you gotta watch your ass, man. I would be packing something though, just in case, because there's just so many fucking weirdos nowadays. You know, and I don't know if it's just because we see it more with the like social media and the news and shit, but it seems like more and more every day is fucking strange people doing really fucking weird shit. What about that video that Alex showed us though? It had something about some witchcraft, fucking Satan. That's what I was going to talk about earlier.
Where did he share that? In Facebook?
The group.
Oh, group chat.
Group chat. Yeah, hold on, I'll pull it up here. Let me see.
I think I got it. Is it the artist? No, it's the Pringles can thing.
No, up a little bit higher than that.
The Maryland's red flag law?
No, up higher than that. It says 10 children found dead with teeth and genitals cut out for witchcraft ritual.
Shut up.
Right up my fucking alley. Isn't that fucking crazy as shit, dude? This is like over in Africa, I think. They fucking took all these kids, dude.
That's different.
They cut their fucking organs out and their genitals and fucking sold them, their tongues, their teeth. They said it was for Satan. This is the shit that scares me, you know. I'm not scared of fucking the dark. I'm not scared of a crawl space. I'm not scared of a snake. I'm not scared of a spider. I'm scared of people that are gonna fucking murder my kids or fucking murder me and fucking cut my organs out and eat me. That's what I'm scared of. That's what I think of at night.
Yeah.
All for Satan, exactly. For somebody that doesn't even exist, you know? It's as bad as the Catholics.
Yeah.
Like, come on. You know? The cannibalism, I just don't know I don't know how somebody could do that. You eat another person, it takes so much commitment.
Yeah.
And if you're cutting a body up, I mean, Jesus, you're in deep.
You're in deep.
Yeah. You're in fucking real deep, man. So, I don't know. You've never, do you like the taste of blood, Derek?
No.
Me neither. I think it's disgusting. I know people that fucking like lick scabs and drink blood and shit. You know, fucking weirdos, man. But
I have licked my blood before, but I didn't like it. Oh, you're getting your first call, buddy.
Oh, really? Fucking let it fucking ring a ding ding dong.
You're on the RowdCAST.
Hey, it's Corey.
What's up, Corey?
Hey, Corey, turn the show down in the background, please.
All right,
What's up?
I did.
Awesome.
How you been, Corey?
Nothing, dude. What the fuck is that? I'm okay, dude. I am hanging in there. How are you?
Yeah. I'm fucking awesome, man. I'm like the new show, dude. Pretty sweet, isn't it?
Well, Yeah, I mean, actually, I do have to admit that, I just, saw it on Facebook because I don't go on Facebook that often. But I was like, oh, fuck, I miss this kid. I haven't talked to him in forever. How is the cold fucking weather?
It sucks. It sucks so bad. It's heating up right now. Hopefully, we're supposed to be like 50 to 60 degrees on Monday.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's okay.
No, I mean today we're at like 15 degrees, but the last 2 days we've been at like negative 15. So I'll take 15 today, and it's just getting warmer and warmer. But hopefully we'll stay up and not be frozen like we were. People were fucking dying all over the place. But this is the new show on Bedroom Radio. Corey's a long time listener to the RowdCAST. She's been on the RowdCAST before. She worked with Zach before with Three Lunatics.
Nice.
Yeah, Zach. Good old fucking Zach. So yeah, Corey, good to talk to you. You're the first caller. You're the first caller on the fucking new show. So that's awesome.
What? Nobody else called?
No, nobody's called yet. I'm surprised.
I miss you too, dude. Like, man.
I'd rather be in the fucking warm weather. I tell you what.
It hasn't been so warm here in Texas. Let me tell you. I mean, I lived up in Houston. I moved back in July. Back in July, I moved down to Galveston, here in Texas. And, the wind is fucking insane. Like,
really?
Insane. So, I mean, my commute to work is 30 minutes, which, is seriously not too bad, because before it was like 15 going into work, but with all the construction on the highway, it was like took me an hour to get home. But now I have no traffic going into work, coming home from work, and all the people on the island are super chill.
Oh yeah. Well, how did you get by with the hurricane? Were you affected at all?
With Harvey, with Harvey, my office had 3 feet of water in it. Damn. It was, so I mean, you saw like a lot of the news and stuff like that. Like, you saw them going through. There is particularly one strip club right down the road from where I work. I mean, the water was up to the concrete barriers. I mean, people were riding their fucking boats and shit like that. So
scary shit, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. I mean, our office got destroyed, but we were at a temporary office somewhere else. We got back home, and I got to pick all the colors and everything else in the office, because that shit was hideous beforehand. And
you got to make it over.
It was fucking gross. Yes, I got to make all the choices, and the sad thing is that my boss's wife made all the color choices before, and he was like, okay, here's what I'm thinking, like, I mean, it's a chiropractic office, it's holistic, whatever bullshit, whatever.
Yeah.
We're not that holistic, but you know what I mean.
Holistic.
That hippy dippy bullshit.
The fucking lavender.
But I mean,
lavender oil fixes everything.
Yes. Oh my God. So I mean, I picked everything out. I mean, very nice, very calming, soothing, whatever. Very kind of modern kind of stuff. And he was like, oh well, send it to my wife. And I'm like, I really don't give a fuck what your wife thinks, because you picked out the colors for. We had baby poop and sandstorm up in our office. So no, I'm not going to ask her. She doesn't work there. I pretty much live there like you do, and you're a guy, so you don't give a fuck. So this is what it's going to be. He's like, okay, well, this was very nice. I'm like, yeah, good answer.
That's fucking great, though. But yeah, did you so you didn't get wet though, right? Your house didn't get affected?
No. Yeah, no. I was up in Houston, and my house was fine. Like, all the streets around, like, pretty much every way to get out of my place was fine. or no, not fine. They were all flooded. So even if I, wanted to get it, I couldn't. But, I had an ample supply of beer and, random
Well, that's what
food
matters,
items.
right? What, are you worried? What happens again?
Oh, fuck. I don't even know if it's going to happen again.
Oh, yeah, you're thinking about that, though?
It's like a 40, apparently, I don't know. Apparently, it's like a 40-year flood. So, if it happens
40.
again, then I don't know.
But I don't know. Got to be careful when you're being close to the water. Got to be close. That's
no.
Water's rising.
Well, the good thing, I moved from Houston down to Galveston, and the place I live in now, even with, I don't even remember what the fuck the hurricane was, but anyway, the place I live in has never been flooded ever, even with
the 1900 one.
Got
1900.
Yeah. Yeah,
that one fucked some shit up, huh?
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, the condo I live in condo I live in right now has never been flooded.
It was the fourth deadliest Atlantic hurricane overall.
Wow.
Right. So, the
6,000 to 12,000 fatalities.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
6,000 to 12,000 people? What?
Right. So,
is that real?
Right. So, last year on my dad's 60th birthday, him and his twin and his entire family, we went a haunted Segway tour of Galveston, right?
Haunted
There's some
Segways?
crazy fucking, weird ass shit. Yeah, dude, if you've not ridden a Segway, I recommend it. It is so much fun. So badass. It's amazing.
What was the haunted Segways? The haunted places?
Tour. Yeah, so we went on this tour where they took us around the island and to different houses and places and everything like that of crazy ass shit where people have died. Well, one of the places that we went was it used to be an orphanage, and because they thought it was actually where the Walmart here was built, they were like, okay, well, the safest thing to do apparently was, okay, let's tie all the children together because, surely that's a great fucking idea. Well, they tied all these kids together and,
made a raft?
They drowned.
Floated the fuck out of there?
They drowned. Okay. Yeah, they drowned. Okay. Anyway, they died. So apparently, stories say that, when it's Halloween time and everything like that, and you're there at Walmart late at night. Fucked up shit goes on at Walmart late at night. It's Walmart. Well, especially during
Walmart. You hear them at the Walmart?
Time,
you hear the kids crying at the Walmart?
Right. Well, so apparently at Walmart here, when you go there during Christmas time, late at night, you can hear laughing and giggling in a toy section.
What?
And I'm like, okay, I'm not going there.
Yeah, that sounds freaky as fuck.
Yeah, because of the flood. Yeah, the other one. Let's see. There's a couple of.
Fuck that was, but that was not good.
What channel was that under?
Jorday 7 is my.
Let me see, Jorday 7.
It should be the first. I would think it's the first thing I ever posted on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's on there. But it's creepy as fuck, dude. It's still this day. I haven't. That's what it was. It's just these guys meeting and just fucking around. To me, it was something more sinister. I just remember the video camera looked at us. Yeah, is this the Asian one where the Asian lady disappears?
Yeah, I don't see the video. I just see a bunch of RowdCAST audio videos.
It would be way long ago. There's hundreds of episodes for it, so you don't have to search through all that. But
do you have what the video is called?
Look at BG Cult.
BG Cult?
BG Bowling Green, BG together Cult. I'm pretty sure I'll see if I can find it.
BG Cult found it.
No way. And it should be kind of dark, grainy. This isn't it, right?
It's pretty creepy.
No.
Can you hear that?
No, I can't hear anything. Okay, this is it. See, this group of people, dude. This is real. I told you, dude. I don't fucking bullshit you. Yeah, it's really hard to see. I shot it with the fucking video camera, but this is fucking real, dude. I seen this shit, dude. And it was still to this day. creeps me out.
Okay, let me play it.
Yeah, it's not the best video, but
I don't know what the fuck this is. It's pretty creepy.
they're like, they got their arms around each other just in the parking lot. Just
Dude,
they're humming it.
So creepy.
Speaking
So
in
creepy.
tongues.
What is this?
You missed it.
Oh, I got it on camera.
What the fuck was that? Is that like a call or some shit?
Video camera, him. Video camera.
No, they didn't, did they?
Yeah, at the very end, listen. At the very end, he goes, video camera. It's like, hey, video camera.
Is that like a call or some shit?
Oh, wait.
I got it on camera.
What the fuck was that? Is that like a call or some shit?
Hear that? Video. It sounds like video camera.
Video camera, yeah.
Dude, fucking creepy, right?
Bowling Green.
That was my first video. First YouTube.
Got on
Come a long way. Come a long way. It was so freaky, dude. So freaky.
Do some research. Bowling Green, Colorado cult.
Hey, this is Bowling Green, Ohio.
Yeah, I put Bowling Green, Ohio cult.
Oh.
What did I
Oh,
say?
you found? Said Colorado.
There probably is a Bowling Green, Colorado. There's probably a Bowling
Probably.
Green.
There's one in
everywhere.
Kentucky.
Yeah,
Yeah, there probably is.
I don't see anything
Definitely.
for Bowling Green, Ohio Colts. But I don't see them as being real big on the internet, having a big following.
Probably not. I searched all over when I first found that, and then I thought maybe just a fraternity, but there were girls too. That's what was weird. Maybe some kind of club or something. Very weird though. I mean, what kind of clubs do you know meet in dark parking lots in the back of them at 9, 10 o'clock
Yeah.
at night? Those are the cults that fucking take kids or eat people.
Exactly.
That's my thought. But I guess we've been on here for almost 2 hours, Derek.
Yeah.
So I think it was a fun show, man. I had a lot of fun. I appreciate it. This is really I can't thank you enough.
Thanks for helping us out, man. We really appreciate the help from you. And
I'll continue to do so. I'll continue to bring you the content and keep giving these fuckers the RowdCAST shit that they want to check out. And I look forward to more of you guys calling and interacting with the show. That's important to me. I want to hear from you.
we probably would have done better tonight, but I forgot that Ricky and Alex did their final, not final, but second to final arch rivals tonight.
Gotcha.
Because Alex hit me up. He's like, "Oh fuck, dude, we forgot arch rivals." But yeah, it should be. Honestly though, dude, the bedroom radio name's not that great right now, dude. We don't have as many followers as we'd like, but we feel like adding these shows will help out and stuff. And
I got plenty of people that'll check us out. I got lots of people that, again, I'm not bringing 10,000 followers in here, 10,000 listeners a week.
Yeah.
Not pumping those 100,000 listener numbers or Joe Rogan million downloads or anything, but I definitely know a lot of people, and a lot of people enjoy checking out my show and me doing this. So I love it. Again, thanks for the opportunity. Thank you, Bedroom Radio. Sure. We're going to continue doing this thing and making you guys laugh and tripping you guys out with the funky ass shit that we come up with. So thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for checking me out. Share my shit, man. So love you guys. Stay weird always.
And we don't have an outro video yet, so we're just going to play this for a few seconds. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody.